Welcome to another Fast Ginger video. This is the Attack Motorsports Tuners series. As you can see, I am in the Mercedes Black Edition. These are all street cars that have been tuned to 500 horsepower and 2,000 pounds is the minimum weight. Soft racing tires. And as you can see, I got a pretty good start with the traction control. The starting lineup was inverted, slowest to fastest, and I was right in the middle. So I got a good jump. Bagger J got a really good jump, and he's right behind me. And he was one of the fastest cars there. He and Z were both as well very fast. So, and the one in the lead, he never made a time. He got in late, so he wasn't able to set a time. So therefore, he was the slowest car according to the race. So we're trying to keep up with the Supra. Doing a pretty good job, and I know Baggy is much faster than me. But I'm just trying not to make any mistakes here on the first opening lap and few corners with soft tires and cold tires. Getting pretty good slipstream there from the Supra, but Baggy's also getting a pretty good slipstream from me, and he's closing in. His times were at least 2 to 3 seconds faster than what I was able to do, so I knew inevitably it was going to be passed by him and by Z as well, because he was just as fast as Baggy. They were trading fastest laps before the race began, so I know my goose was cooked and I was not going to stay in the first place, so I was just trying to hang on and finish up as far as I could. And we're closing here on the end. I went a little too wide there, giving the Supra the run on me there. Not a bad exit from this turn for me onto the straightaway. But me and Bagger were in a drag race, and the Corvette was just a little bit faster and did not want to go too wide here into turn 1. So we just fall in line and follow Bagger and see if we can follow him past and at least stay up into second place. So good braking right here. As you can see, the flamethrower that the Mercedes is and the Corvettes are both do that as well. This was my favorite part of the track, this downhill section. Z just goes flying by both of us. So I knew that was the end of, me leading the race. It was over at that point. Good run up onto the bridge. And we fast forward here a little ways down the road, a few laps later. And we're still in 4th place. And I get a good run off of turn number 1. Go to the inside there. Being cognizant of where he is, he ducks in behind me, make a good exit on this. Then we're going down this little downhill section, and I seem to do pretty good through here. Maintaining that position. Then we just coast, brake, and accelerate up onto the bridge, and I have taken 3rd position. So exiting the bridge here soon. Try to maintain this position. Braking at the 150 spot. Turn left. Accelerate out, and we pulled a little bit of a lead there on 4th place. Going through this sweeping right-hander here into a nice long straightaway. And we have built up a pretty decent lead. And move fast forward here into 3rd place still. And we're being hounded by Tom, Cheater Tom, who is an A+ driver and I'm a B driver, so there's no way I was going to stay in front of him, so I wanted to let him go past in the best place I could to where I wasn't going to give up 2 positions, so let him go by. Nailed those positions. Looked like the 5th place went a little wide there, so I was able to maintain my 4th place position there behind Tom, and you can see him just streaking off into the distance. He's got a pretty good car, he's a good driver, so there's no chance for that. So but this time I was running low on fuel, so I had to come in and get pits, and there was some fuel strategy with this race, and tires were a concern as well. So we get new shoes, we fill it full of gas, and then we take off, and we're in 6th place. But there's a few people ahead of us that have not pitted, so we won't stay in 6th place for very long. So we'll fast forward here after this really cool shot there, and we'll come back here onto the bridge area and see that we are in 3rd place by this after the pit stops have come through. Yep, there we go. And we have a Ferrari driven by death behind us, and that Ferrari is just extremely fast. So you can see what kind of a lead I have on him here before we get into this straight section here coming up, and just see how much room he makes up in this straightaway, because you know that's a pretty good gap right there. See, that's a good gap. And then the Ferrari is just storming down this straightaway. Look at that thing close in on me. I mean, he has made up several seconds of time on me, and it's just nothing I could do about it. I'm just trying to hit my points, hit my marks, hit my braking zones, hit the apexes. Don't always hit an apex, but I know that my time has come and death will overtake me soon. As we can see death approaching from the rear. Get a kind of a bad exit out of this, and then he just smokes me down the straightaway. I had nothing for it. Nothing for it at all. So we fast forward here a few more laps, still in 4th place. And then death goes into the pits to get a little bit more gas and some new shoes. And we jump up into 3rd place. And we're following 10th place around here. So we have been saving fuel and saving tires. I think I did 6 laps to begin with, and it was a 15-lap race, so I had to do 9 laps on the last stint. I'd saved, and on the last lap I had like 1.5 laps of fuel left, so I turned up the fuel meter, because I had been on a fuel savings of 3, and I put it down to 1 to full fuel, and just took off. And we are going here into the last bit of corners, trying to take it easy, not spin out and ruin my race. And we will come around the final corner here. Nice and easily done. And we make into 3rd place. And not a bad race. So I'm the top finisher of non-A drivers there. I mean, I had nothing for Z and Bagger, so pretty good race. Had a lot of fun tuning. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in another video.